Well, hello. This is a little embarrassing. I guess it's been close to a year since you heard anything from me. Do apologize. Been kind of a crazy 12 months, personally, professionally. Um, Something I've been meaning to do for a while. One of the reasons you haven't seen any screencasts in some time is because I really don't have the gear right now. My laptop, where I've done most of those on, has failed and needs some new equipment. So, the new thing is a new server, which will be a NAS and also run all the stuff you see. So it'll replace my old one, which is the AMD 8350. So figured I'd show off some of the parts for the new one. Um, Not going to be the most exciting thing, but we got a case, um, power supply, cooler, a pair of 4 terabyte drives. That should hold all the data I need. We got an Intel NIC and an i7 9700K with motherboard for it and 32 gigs of memory. So all this stuff's going to go in there. The real question is it going to be SmartOS or OmniOS for the software in there? Leaning probably towards OmniOS just because while there will be some virtualization, um, I don't know if SmartOS is necessarily the right choice because I might want a little bit more configuration and customizability rather than heavy on the uh, virtualization. And I am going to want to run at least a good amount of stuff in the global zone. So we'll see. And hopefully be back up and running. Put some screencasts out pretty soon. Because as I said, the old thing that's the server, once I get data migrated over here and some of the VMs over onto the new machine, then the old one can be rebuilt. Throw a monitor and keyboard on it, and we've got I then have a workstation, which I can do some screencasting. Pretty exciting. So I figured I'd talk a little bit about some of these things and why I got them. The motherboard, I guess because it's a Z390, and I like the slot layout. Um, the power supply, I figured I'd finally move to a semi-modular, so that'll hopefully keep things a little bit cleaner. Couple things that aren't pictured here. I have a SCSI card that'll go in there, and some fiber um, storage cards. So that will be for 2 gigabit uh, fiber for the storage, and the O2 will probably hang off there, as well as maybe the Sunblade 1000. So I went the i7 9700K because I'm currently fine with 8 slower cores. So these 8 faster cores that are full cores should be plenty. 32 gigs of memory. Thankfully, memory prices have dropped. What I'm really interested in is this Noctua cooler, which is very well reviewed. So I'm eager to see if that really is as quiet and cool as is promised. I do have a couple 1/4 terabyte SSDs for the root pool because there won't be too much there. So most everything will be in a larger pool with those 4 terabytes as a mirror. And we have an Intel Gigabit NIC because I never trust the built-in NICs on the motherboard. Guess I'll talk a little bit about the case. It is basic, and what I like about it is it has 3 5 1/4 inch bays, so I could put a drive cage in there. There's a kitty on top here, kind of black in the picture. There, so it has some, and then it has 4 internal 3.5 and 4 internal 2.5 bays. So that's kind of the haul here. After a couple trips to Micro Center, uh, hopefully everything comes together well. Leave a comment below if you want to see more about this and maybe explore it a little bit once we get the operating system loaded up.